Today, we are virtually traveling to Billings, Montana, where we're going to check out some fun yarn from Poison Threads. Now, who from the 80s, 90s doesn't remember this? The Lisa Frank fun artwork. I used to look for these folders for my Trapper Keeper. And yes, I'm dating myself, but these were so fun. I saw these stickers, I think at Five Below the other day, and I had to get them for my niece's birthday. But they used to have those folders that were basically looked like this, very colorful, very bright, very 90s, I would say. And I would have to get them, look for new folders. Everybody had them. Super fun. So today we're going to look at some yarn from Poison Threads. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Poison Threads has a Lisa Frank inspired yarn collection. How cool is that? So Poison Threads is out of Billings, Montana. So Poison Threads has a lot of different inspired yarn sets. They've got the Elf inspired collection, Hocus Pocus inspired collection, and the colors are so fun and bright. They've got a lot of other things in their store. So not just yarn related. The Lisa Frank inspired yarn is what drew me in, and then I saw all of those other inspired type yarns and they were just so pretty. I had to check this store out. I've got the Poison Threads yarn here, so let's open it up and see what I got. So first of all, it comes in this really nice zipped bag. They've got the logo on the front there, super nice. And so far I really love when the yarns come in little bags like this, because as I finish squares, I can stick those squares right in that bag, keep them all together, so I know exactly what yarn store they came from. All right, just pull one out. This colorway is called Strawberry Lemonade. It's a superwash merino wool and nylon blend, sock weight, gentle hand wash, and of course made in Montana. There's the Poison Threads logo. Really nice yellows, oranges, pinks. Definitely looks like strawberry lemonade. Next up, we have Paw Prints. This is a nice purple, yellow. We've got some orange, pinks in there. It's super pretty. Look at those colors. And it is a sock weight, so it is very thin. And next up, we have Gnome, some greens and reds. We've got some oranges down here. How cool are these colors? Those are super cool. I like that. We have Alien. Look at those neon greens. We've got some really bright pinks and blues. Some purple back there. We've got some orange. We've got some yellow. This is a fun one. Woo! How gorgeous. So far, loving it. And It's not scratchy. The yarn is very soft. I anticipate it's going to work up fabulous into squares. The last one I got is called Gumdrops. And this one is really pretty because it's almost like got those different splotches of color throughout. You can see right there. So that one is going to be really nice. Really nice to work up, I think. So of that yarn, Paw Prints was the one that is the Lisa Frank inspired yarn. So you can kind of see the similarities there. But really, all of these yarns are kind of Lisa Frankish. So the other ones I just picked up separately because I wanted to kind of try all the different collection of yarns. I didn't want to just get one collection. I mean, I did, but I wanted to get more than just that one collection. So each of these little mini yarns are 93 yards, and each one was $12. So I got 5. So really, it's not a bad price for just a little thing of yarn. And if you make socks, you can get probably a pair of socks out of these, especially if you knit them, because knitting takes a little bit less yarn than crochet. But I'm making squares, so I think I can get like 4 to 5 squares from each of these. That's generally been where I'm landing on the mini skeins of yarn as I'm working them up. So I'm going to have plenty of these squares when I'm done. It's time to wind them up, get them looking like nice little cakes of yarn so I can start making some more squares. I will link the Poison Threads website down below so you can check that out if you're interested in just kind of browsing, seeing what they have, and maybe marking it for a future purchase at some point. It's time for me to get working on these squares. And many months later, we are back with our finished granny squares. I don't know why it took me so long to get these all done. I guess I just had other stuff to do, and this project kind of got pushed to the side, but we finished with this one. So let's look at all of the squares, how they came out, an up close look at these squares from Poison Threads. Some of them I had a little bit left over. There was one that I need to go around a corner for the last round and join, and I ran out of yarn. So I'm gonna have to kind of mix and match the yarn to finish, but I'll show you that in a minute. So the first one that I did was the paw prints. This one was the sort of pink, purple, yellow. Really nice colorway right there. This is the one that I ran out of yarn on this very last corner. So I have to go around this corner, all the way on the side and join. I don't know which yarn I'm going to finish it up with. I'm still deciding that. That's why it's kind of left undone and the tails are still there. So that was the first one. The next one that I did was Sea of Swirly Twirly Gumdrops. And I just love that name. It's so fun. And this is the square. We've got some nice blues, pinks. It's really just a gumdrop type colorway. You've got all of the colors that a gumdrop could be sitting in there. So I really love this one. And this is how much yarn I have left from that. I don't know if that's going to get me around the corner. It might, but just barely. And I don't know that I want to play yarn chicken if I don't have to. So I'm holding off on this one. But I do have a little tiny bit of that gumdrop yarn left. Next up, we did Gnome. And that was this really nice, rich, warm orange, burgundy, green. There's some violets in there. Just really nice colorway. Sort of different from the rest of them. And I got all 5 squares made with the perfect amount of yarn. None left over, and I was not short on any of this. So we've got 5 full squares there. Next, I did the Strawberry Lemonade, and I have quite a bit, not quite a bit, but I have more than the other colorways left from this one. So I think I can probably kind of finish it off with that. I don't have enough to start and finish another square with the yarn that I have left over with all of these. So these are just going to be put into that little extra scrap yarn bag in case I do need just a little bit extra throughout this whole project. And here is that square. I love this one too. We've got kind of pink, yellow, coral. I always think of this more as like pink lemonade, but it definitely is strawberry lemonade. And again, 5 full squares with a whole bunch left over. For the other ones, I don't know if I showed you, I've got 4 and then that little corner that I need to finish. And then this one, all 5 with a little bit of leftover scrap. Now this one, the last one that I did, is probably my favorite colorway. And that's saying a lot because I really enjoyed and loved all of these colorways. It was Alien. And here's the square. It's just such a bright neon green. We've got reds, blues, yellows in there, and the way that it worked up was so nice. And I've got all 5 squares for this one, plus just a tiny bit left over. I'm not even sure that this is worth keeping because it's not very much at all, but I will, just in case I need one shell or something. All of my squares from Poison Threads. Such a fun, unique variety of squares. I highly recommend the colorway options from this store. It blew my mind. I did not actually know what to buy, and I really want to go back and get more. And I feel like I say that all the time, which is probably true, because as you're working through the yarn in the moment, it's just so fun and so nice. But this just brought me kind of back to my childhood, those colors, the Lisa Frank colorways. I just loved it. So, highly recommend if you're interested. All that information on Poison Threads, the website, all of that is down below. So check them out. See if there's anything that strikes your eye, and let me know in the comments down below. Now that I've got all of these squares done, I can put them away for now, except for the one that I've got to finish. But that's for another day. So I'm going to put these all in here. And I like to keep all of the little labels in with them so I know exactly what I used. Now put the sticker in there too, keep it all together. I'm going to keep this one out for now and try to finish it up really quick with probably the strawberry lemonade. That'll be kind of wild. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying this little series, check out all of my other videos on shopping independent yarn shops and independent hand dyers. And at the end of this, I'm going to have a really, really cool, unique granny square blanket from all of these granny squares I'm making. Stay tuned to see where we virtually head off to next. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.